What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So the Packers just released their final injury report of Week 5 yesterday ahead of their Monday Night Football matchup tomorrow in Las Vegas versus the Raiders. So in this video, I want to go over the injury report, give my thoughts on it. Let's get into it. If you do happen to be a new viewer on this channel and you want more Packers news analysis and updates every single day, including injury report updates, game analysis, and live streams during the game, go down, click that subscribe button, and leave a like on the video. And a quick reminder, in order to win this signed Lucas Van Ness full-size Packers helmet, simply click the link down in the description and download Mojo Fantasy. Mojo Fantasy is an awesome app that basically combines stocks and player props, so you can build a portfolio of over thousands of different props in the NFL, the MLB, and buy and sell live all game long, so you're not stuck into certain props like most betting sites. And like I said, to enter in this Lucas Van Ness signed helmet giveaway, which runs through October 15th, simply just go download the app. And then also, if you want an extra entry, make an account, deposit a minimum of $10, and they will match you 100% on your deposit. So again, just go down in the description, click that link, and download Mojo Fantasy. All right, so without further ado, let's bring up the injury report. This final injury report with all the game designations for this game tomorrow. At the top, we see Jaire Alexander with his back injury. He's been limited all week. He has a questionable designation. Matt LaFleur said he feels good. We'll see how it is on Monday. I don't see any reason Jaire doesn't play in this game unless it randomly flares back up tomorrow pre-game. But Davante Adams is also questionable, which we'll get into here after the Packers injury report. So Jaire is definitely going to play in this game, because I think Davante's definitely going to play in this game, and we know Jaire wants to, cover Davante Adams. He's been talking about it all week, and I think he is healthy from that back injury. So he's questionable, but I see him playing. The next two players on this list are both out from this game. Zane Anderson, who hasn't practiced in like 3 weeks with that hamstring. Same with Devondre Campbell, in about 2 weeks hasn't practiced with that ankle sprain there. He is out of this game. So at minimum, he'll be out through the bye and potentially aim at a comeback versus the Broncos after the bye week. Then we see Rudy Ford next on this list. He did not participate Thursday, but Friday and Saturday was limited in practice with his oblique injury. He is also questionable. When I saw that did not participate Thursday, I was very worried on him not being able to play in this game, but getting limited on Friday and Saturday is a great sign for him being able to play in this game, and I think he will. Elton Jenkins has no injury designation, which is awesome to hear. Like, he's not even carrying a questionable tag, and it seems like that MCL injury is finally not an issue anymore. Now, he's still in the injury report with it because he's still recovering from it technically. He's limited all week. He seems ready to go. I saw a couple clips of him in practice, and he doesn't look like an injured player. So Elton Jenkins is finally back, and hopefully, I think this time, we won't have Royce Newman out there on that offensive line. Next on this list is Aaron Jones with his hamstring injury. He was limited all week and holds a questionable tag. Kind of wondering why he is questionable. I'm not sure if Matt LaFleur is trying to kind of make the defense guess on if Aaron Jones is going to be available or not. I think he's going to play. I don't think he suffered any type of setback. I've also seen a lot of clips of him in practice this week, and he looks fine. So not really sure why he's holding a questionable. I think he's going to play in this game, and I don't think he's going to even have a pitch count. I think he's going to have a really, really good game, which the Packers need to get their offense back on track. Luke Musgrave had his concussion last game, full participant all week, clear concussion protocol. He is ready to go in this game. Jon Runyan holds no injury designation, which is wild. I mean, after last game, he was in a walking boot because he suffered a pretty bad ankle sprain, didn't practice Thursday, was limited Friday and Saturday, showing the true toughness and grit of Jon Runyan. Hasn't been that great this year, but you can't give him too much of a hard time for that Lions game, playing through that injured ankle the entire game. And, although Jon Runyan hasn't been too great this year, I'd still take Jon Runyan that's slightly injured over Royce Newman on that line. So it looks like we're going to have Elton Jenkins and Jon Runyan at guards, and Royce Newman on the bench, which is where he should be. So that much is definitely a positive. Eric Stokes holds a questionable designation. I thought they'd maybe hold him out till after the bye. They still have to activate him on the 53-man roster, therefore cutting someone else. So we'll see if they do that either today or tomorrow before the game, and maybe Eric Stokes plays in this game. I think they still hold him out until after the bye. Once he started practicing this week, they have 21 days to activate him, so there's no real rush there. And, we know how the Packers are with injuries. They tend to not rush people back, especially Eric Stokes, who suffered suffered such a significant, lower leg type of injury. So hopefully we see more of Eric Stokes. I don't think it'll be in this game, but he still holds a questionable tag. The next 3 players on this list hold no tags at all. Zach Tom, limited all week with his knee. He's good to go in this game. Great to have him. Obviously on this offensive line, he's been one of the most consistent, solid parts of this offensive line. Carrington Valentine with his biceps injury was a full participant all week. He's good to go in this game. And Christian Watson holds no designation. That's why the Aaron Jones one kind of confuses me a little bit, because they've kind of been on the same track where, if they weren't practicing one day, both of them weren't. If they were limited, both of them were. You know what I mean? Like Christian Watson and Aaron Jones have kind of been on that same path, recovering from their hamstring injuries. So that gets me a little bit worried to see a questionable on Aaron Jones, but not on Christian Watson. I'm happy that Christian Watson has no questionable designation, and I do believe he's going to be on no pitch count, and I see a long touchdown coming for Christian Watson in this game. I'm very high on the Packers in this game. I think they're going to handily beat the Las Vegas Raiders. I don't really believe in that Raiders football team, and I think the Packers are going to have a comeback game here. Then to quickly go over the Raiders injury report, we see at the top Davante Adams didn't practice on Thursday and Friday with that shoulder injury and was limited Saturday. He could have been a did not participate Saturday, and I still think he's playing in this game. He holds a questionable designation. There's no way Davante Adams is missing this game. Like, let's be real. There's no point to even look at that questionable. Davante Adams is playing in this game. Jacorian Bennett is questionable. As I stated in my last injury report, you want him to play. He's been absolutely awful for the Raiders, like one of the worst graded cornerbacks in the NFL this year. He's limited all week with hamstring/shoulder, so hopefully he plays and lines up against Christian Watson. He's fast, but that's really the only thing he is. So hopefully they line him up across from Christian Watson, and like I said, maybe we'll see a long touchdown from Watson. Max Crosby holds no designation. No surprise here. No way he was missing this game. Limited all week with his knee injury. Marcus Epps was added to the injury report, but he was a full participant Saturday, so I don't really see the point in that. He has no designation. Jimmy Garoppolo was a full participant Friday and Saturday after clearing his concussion protocol and is ready to start Monday versus the Packers. Nate Hobbs is out of this game, didn't practice all week with his ankle injury. Malcolm Kuntz was a full participant Saturday, no designation, and cornerback David Long, limited all week, questionable. So the Raiders definitely really banged up in that defensive backfield. So that about does it for the final injury report, Raiders versus Packers, Monday Night Football. I'll be here on this channel live streaming during the game, so definitely make sure to come hang out and say hi on the live stream. Like I said, I'm very, very confident in the Packers in this game. It was a rough outing last Thursday. I mean, pretty much every aspect of this team got beat, and I think they're going to respond nicely here after their mini bye against the Raiders and go into the bye week with a nice win at 3-2 and start to get even more healthy, which they have been already, and hopefully we can start to see the actual potential of this offense, with full Aaron Jones, full Christian Watson, the emergence of Jaden Reed, Luke Musgrave, Romeo Dobbs has been excellent. Elton Jenkins is back. John Runyon's still a little banged up, but he's going to play. Zach Tom's fully ready to go. Rasheed Walker's been up and down, but overall a nice surprise for a 7th round pick last year. So I'm hyped to see this offense with hopefully a no pitch count Aaron Jones, Christian Watson tomorrow. But that about does it for this video. I appreciate you guys watching. If you did, please leave a like down below, but I'll catch you on the next one. And as always, go Pack Go.